Here you can see a hose and the yellow balloon tied to the hose, and I'm going to put, you can see I'm putting the balloon inside to the drain. I'm going to fill the balloon with water, inflate it slowly with water, and after I inflate it with water I will seal it. This is the way the balloon will look after I inflated it with water. Okay, what you're seeing here is the balloon after I release the hose from it, and I kind of seal it with a shoelace. The water around is a spill from the hose, so it's not significant at all. There is no leak, doesn't say any leak here of water, so I can actually fill now the shower floor, the shower bath with water, and we're going to see what happened. So I'm actually filling now the shower with water using a hose. You can see what happening here. Quite a lot of water. So you can see the water is actually going up. Probably is now 1.5 inches above the floor. I think this is sufficient because it's all over the direction here. I don't believe it will never fill up with such amount of water. So we'll stop here now and we let it stay for 12 hours. But before we're going to leave, we're going to mark the height of the water. Now, if the level went down, it doesn't mean that we have a leak, because this balloon is not very trusted, but I hope it will work. Put here a brick, and this brick, all of it is inside the water. You can see, if I take it here, so it's actually, the level of the water is exactly here, you can see it. I'll touch it here, so I can put a little bit lid inside, and it's exactly covered with water. So I expect to come tomorrow and see these bricks full inside the water. Now, if it's not going to be inside the water and the height of the water will go lower, that doesn't mean we have a leak. It might be that the balloon here is starting to flat a little bit, because this is nothing but a balloon. But I like to believe that this balloon will stay like that, and we create the pressure, enough PSI to support the water outside of the drain to stay. I just had another clip here, if you can look at it. This kind of a clip using for file usually. For paper file, look at it closely and see what it is. So just to add an additional pressure or an additional seal on the balloon. So just to make sure that it will not be deflated. So we're going to leave this place for 12 hours. As you can see, the brick, the red brick, is inside as a kind of a reference to the height of the water. So we'll come in 12 hours and see what's happening here. So we are here again after 12 hours, looking carefully on the shower, and we'd like to see that the water level stay the same. So here is the meter. So first you look at the balloon, it looks very good, no problems. So I don't anticipate water to get through the balloon. So if you look now here, I'm actually putting a meter. Let me show you, there are water here, and this one is exactly the level it was yesterday. Let's see. So you can see I'm actually measuring it, and if you look at it carefully, it's actually 2¼ inch. Okay, something like 2¼ inch, 2¼ inch. Here it's actually more, because for that here, so because of the pre-slope. See, here it's a little bit like maybe 2½ inch. So what I'm saying is, this is after 12 hours, everything looked good, which means the water staying in the bath shower, and it's looked to me that the balloon worked perfectly. So I will leave it another 8 hours, just to be safe, you know, and then I will remove the balloon and we will check to see if there is any water leak under the pen liner. Before I'm going, really, what I want to show you, I actually mark. If you look at the mark, there is a black mark here. That's where the level of the water, just to make sure that the water level is not dropped. So you can see the water level is not dropping. So now I'm going to leave it. That's the way it looks like from here. Okay, so I'm going to come another 12 hours, another 8 hours, and verify that everything is good. So we're here again after 24 hours, and as you can see, if I'm going to go closer to the balloon, you see nothing wrong with the balloon, everything is look good. The water level, if you look here, where I mark it, you can see where I mark it? Stayed the same actually 24 hours and no water actually disappeared here. And you can see here, this is the brick. I'm going to touch it with my hand. You can see I'm actually almost on the same level of water. So it's looked to me that everything looked good. And what's nice on it, that the balloon really was just solution in like 10 cents. A balloon worked perfectly. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take out the balloon and let the water go in, and then I'm going to check to see if there is a leak under the pen liner. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the balloon out, and let me show you how to take the balloon, because it's really tricky. Okay, so I'm putting my hand here and I'll try to pull it out. And that's the balloon really. As you're seeing, all the water are actually getting out. It's really interesting to see it. But that's the way it has to work, because the pre-slope is working very nicely. So I can show you now here that all the water are slowly, you can get close to it. And you can see, you can hear the water actually. Okay, and it's really interesting to see how the water getting very quick inside, and really no water is left on the liner. That's the way it should work, because you really don't want any water on the liner that will last on the liner, because the pre-slope should let the water go inside. So you can see slowly the last of the water actually going inside, and we actually did it very well. By the way, that is the balloon. Let me show you the balloon. Here's the balloon with me. It's full of water. See it, correct? So what I want to show you now is that after a minute or so, before I'm going to lift the liner, I want to show you how it's look like. As you can see, there is no water. Most of the water are concentrated here around the draining, and I continue draining to the drain. See, they continue going to the drain. If you look very carefully, look what's happening here. You can see there are still water leaking inside the drain. Actually they are going inside the drain, slowly but surely. You see, they're going through the tunnels. Here are the tunnels. You see the tunnels here? And here there are tunnels. The water are going slowly to the tunnel. And you can see them, they are continue going in. So if you look at this water, if you let it go last for another 3 minutes or so, I'm going to take you a picture another 3 minutes to see what actually left on this pre-slope. If you look now, pre-slope, sorry, on this bathroom shower. So if you can see now, the pen is really almost clean. The only water you have, it's around the draining. That's what does it say? That said that the drain, the pre-slope, it's working perfectly. 99% of the water are already drained after 2 minutes or so, and the only water left is here. So they are slowly draining through a tunnel. Here is the tunnel, so you can see the tunnel. There are 2 tunnels here, and if you look here, you can see they are still draining. Okay, let it work for another 1 minute and see what happens. The way it's look after 3 minutes. You can see there are a little bit of water left here. Okay, and I don't think it's going out. It's going slowly. That's the only water that left. The rest, if you look, it's completely clean. Maybe some drop here. Something very insignificant. But if you look carefully, all the water are already in the drain, beside this place which is close to the drain. This is the only place with a little bit of water here, which is completely insignificant. And it's still actually draining. So I think now I'm in position to lift the liner and see if there is any water leak. Now I'm going to take the liner out. The way to do it is by removing it from here. After we remove it, we can look and see if there is any leak. And as you can see, there is really no leak whatsoever under this one. By the way, this is silicone here. You can see it. So now you need really one piece of water. Not even a 1 drop of water. Everything look excellent. That's so. We can go until the end here with you, and we see there is nothing here. Really nothing. So we declare that the test was 100% successful. And again, what I want to show you is the balloon. So this is the balloon. They did everything, worked perfectly for me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to continue putting the quick slope. After, I'm going to reinstall the liner and glue it. I will continue install the liner and on the curve, and I will install it properly using a glue, and I will show you how I'm doing it.